Hey you Ping Zero followers, Havoc here, of course I'm at Ping Zero HQ, and today we are looking at a brand new game called Samsara. It came out on the 7th of February. It is available on both Steam and on Xbox. On Steam it's got a 10% off at the moment, so you can pick it up for $16.64. On Xbox, we're talking about Xbox One, is available at $21.90. Why the price difference? Well, one reason is that on Xbox it has that crossplay feature. So if you have an Xbox One and you have a Windows 10 PC, you pretty much get the game free on the PC, and of course the game saves are in the cloud as well. So we'll be playing it on the Xbox One X today to show you. Anyway, so it's a puzzle game, as I said, made by a New Zealand studio. So completely stoked to have a go at it. I'll explain the game as we go along. We'll just show you some quick gameplay, and I'll tell you my thoughts on it. All right, let's jump on in. Okay, so here we have it. There are 9 different worlds and 77 different levels. I've finished the first 2 worlds and I'm on to the 3rd. So let's have a quick look here. I'll quickly jump into the first level so you get an idea of the gameplay. Some of the things I noticed straight away about this game are the amazing visuals. The game studio team have done an absolute bang up job on it. So look, straight away you've got these 2 worlds. So you've got your real world and then you've got this reflective world down below. Man, it is absolutely stunning. I love, it's a puzzle game. I just love all the visuals in it, down to like how the trees in the reflected world are all dead, and these old leaves falling down, and how the swing is actually broken in the other world, how all the shrubs are now thorns, and the little things like the rocks now got moss on it, just the little things. So it's pretty straightforward. You don't really control Z, who is the person who's basically trying to get to that portal on the other side. There's a small tutorial at the start which explains a lot of this, but without further ado, so basically you click on the block you want to move, use your left thumbstick to move it. Pretty straightforward, and then you rotate with your right thumbstick. If you hold it over an area where it can't be dropped, it turns red, so it'll just, if I push it, it remains back there. So the idea is to get Z all the way, I'll point to right now, this guy just here, we're going to need to get him over to this portal over here. So as you can see, I'll place this here, and because I've placed it in the reflective world, it actually shows up in the real world. When you do stack things, there is gravity as well, so as you can see there, it doesn't like it. You can stack them like this, and then basically once you think you've got it sussed, you basically push X, and that will tell Z to try and get to the portal. He doesn't like falling, so if he falls from any height, and I mean any height, he will hit that reflective area and pass away, which is no good. So here we go, first puzzle, pretty straightforward. I lock that in by pushing A again, press X, and it's all explained in the tutorial, and I've passed the first level. Yeah, man, the studio has done an amazing job on the visuals and the audio as well, man. I love the audio as well. I think it matches the game. It doesn't detract from the game. They've obviously spent a lot of time working on this. Okay, so this time we've got Z, and now he's in the top world, and so he's now got to get to that portal. I'll just show you. So we place this here. Of course, if you place this in the reflective world, it mirrors it. So we need to get that orientated right. There is gravity as well. So if I drop this down, and it doesn't like it. Yep. So if I sit it on top, it still doesn't like it. So what we need to do is make sure that we balance our setup. So basically just manipulating that. Then I simply push X to see if Z can get across there. Remember, these are only the early puzzles. What I do like about this game is that as it progresses, it adds more elements to the game, making it more and more difficult, as you expect with any puzzle game. So we'll race across to World 3 now, where I've basically unlocked, I've only done 2 levels, so I'll just show you the first act of the 3rd world here. Okay, so here we go. So now it's explaining his shadow in the reflective world, I suppose, or his reflective self. So I'll just show you, just adds another dimension to the game. So not only do you have to save Z now, you also have to save his shadow. And I'll show you if I don't pay attention. So we're going, oh, that's pretty simple. Hit this. Now we push X. We save Z, but Z's reflective self, or I don't know what you call him, he gets taken by a vine, so we need to make sure that we look after him in the reflective world as well. So we need to make sure we get that sorted, so we'll just chuck that over there for now. And there we go. So obviously if I place those blocks in the reflective world, they then turn up in the real world. So there you have it. So that's just a quick show of the gameplay for this game. I absolutely recommend it. It's a fantastic puzzle game. Remembering that with most puzzle games, it sort of reminds me a little of like maybe Limbo or Braid. What you will find though is I've played it for roughly about an hour, I suppose, maybe an hour 5 hour 10. I streamed it on the 7th of February when it did come out. It is only on special for for 1 week, so come Valentine's Day it'll be back up at full price, which is $18.49 on Steam. What I did like about the game is are the visuals and the audio, and it progressively gets harder, and like when you do solve that puzzle, it's like you're so there is a lot of relief. It's so close to being, you get frustrated and then you look at that puzzle and you're going, okay, it possibly can't be that. And there are so many times where you look at a certain block where you place it and you're like, oh, it's got to go there, and it doesn't. So yeah, it's an absolutely fabulous game. I love exactly what the game studio have done. So Samsara, check it out on Steam or on Xbox. It's definitely worth a look. Man, support New Zealand gamers. They are support New Zealand game studios. This is how these guys make a living. I recommend it, and I always try and buy Kiwi made wherever I can. But probably the only downside is being a puzzle game, that it's the old, oh, do I get the repeat value? Yep. So unless you're going to play with, you play with friends as well, I think it's a great game where you can pass that controller around. It's all driven by a controller. Definitely in the Xbox world, I'd imagine it looks like it's set up for controller. But yeah, I definitely say it gets the Ping Zero thumb of approval. Yep. So if you're definitely keen to try it out, I'd recommend it. You can maybe wait till it comes on Steam sale if you want. But man, support New Zealand game studios. Once again, thanks for the guys at Marker. You've done a bang up job on this, and I will give you my follow up once I actually finish it. I reckon you've probably got 6 or 8 hours of gameplay in there, depending how skillful you are. If you have more people helping you, it's probably a lot easier. All right, this is Major Havoc at Ping Zero HQ saying good night.